I'm Shari Alexander, and I wanted to tell you about the Building Personal Influence 6-week e-course. So why did I create this course? Well, I get brought in to speak at associations and companies and organizations about influence, but sometimes I only get 45 minutes on stage. And when I work with companies, then that means that I'm only working with those employees within those companies. And you may not be an employee of those companies. And I really want to get the opportunity to share everything that I know about conversational influence with individuals who may not get the opportunity to see me on stage. And it gives us the chance to really delve deep into all these different areas when it comes to influence. So what's covered in the course? Well, a whole lot. I really want to give you everything that you need to really step up your influence. I spent a lot of time really cultivating the best and most effective information when it comes to conversational influence. So we cover many different modules throughout the 6-week course. Each of those modules is broken down into the 3 main chunks of being highly influential, and those 3 main chunks are observe, connect, and influence. So for the first third of the course, we talk about observation, and I give you a whole new spectrum of things that you can look for when you're in the middle of a conversation with somebody, or when you're leading a meeting, or when you're speaking in front of audiences. There's certain cues that you can look for to see if you're on the path to influence or if you're not on the path to influence, as well as there's some significant shifts that you can observe in people's body language, as well as the particular words that they say and what that can tell you about them. And then, of course, when we talk about observation, it's not just about observing everybody else, but as well as observing yourself. So what signals are you sending out into the world? How could you perhaps change your own conversational style to fit that of the other people? So observation is the first third of the course, and then we slide right into the connection. Connection is really about, of course, building rapport with the other person, finding that connection so that they can feel comfortable with you, so that they can trust you, and you can guide them towards your influential goal. Connection is also about connecting the dots of everything that you observed in that first part. So you have all of this evidence, but then the connection is about, okay, so I learned this about that person and this about that person and this about that person. So now I get the full picture of what this person really is about and how I can best influence that particular individual. So that's the observe, connection, and then the influence is obviously a whole lot of fun because we talk about influential closing techniques. These are the things that I consider to be like really great techniques just to have in your back pocket when you need them. Because truth be told, if you've gone through the process of observing and connecting, then the influence is just gravy on top. So we talk about different techniques that you can use to guide somebody and influence them towards your influential goal. So observe, connect, influence is the main structure of the program. So now that you have a little bit of an idea as to what is in the course, let's talk about what you get. Every week we will get on a call every Wednesday morning, and these are live calls with everybody in the class. I will be on the call. This is not automated. I have not recorded this. You get me. And so that means that you can ask questions. I engage with everybody that's on the line. I do spot coaching with people on the calls as well, so you get a sense of what that coaching is like, and you can learn from other people's questions. If you can't make the calls, don't worry about it. There's a few ways that you can still engage with the calls. First of all, I'll send an email out before every single call, and you can send in your questions before that call, and then I'll answer your questions during the call. As well as I will be recording every single one of these. So you will have the recordings from every single group call. You can listen to it the next day. You can listen to it next week. You could listen to it 20 years from now. These are yours. These are your learning tools that I want you to be able to reference at any time. There are also 6 training videos. There may be a few bonus ones. And the training videos cover the material that we have in the manual for the course. And yes, you do get a manual for the course, and within the manual is worksheets that you can use on your own time. There's some exercises. There are some covert missions that I give you that you can put some of this to practice right away. You also get access to a private Facebook group. Everybody who is in your class will be in the Facebook group, as well as everybody who has been in previous classes. It's a fantastic forum for everybody to share their own experiences and ask questions. I also put up a few thought-provoking questions and ideas in the forum so that way you're able to just constantly keep all of this content and information top of mind. I don't want you forgetting this, and I don't want you to just read through something and then put it away and never think of it again. Influence and communication skills takes practice. So the Facebook group is a really great place to post your questions, get some ideas, learn from other people's experiences, as well as it's another place where you can ask me directly some things that might be going on. If you sign up for the early bird special, you also get a personal coaching call with me. So you and I will hop on either Skype or a simple phone call, and I will give you personalized advice, things that will help you identify your strengths and weaknesses, and then how to improve upon those weaknesses. So this is 100% customized to you, to your situation, and to your goals. So much can be accomplished in those coaching calls. I have had previous clients get promotions. I have had clients land sales deals that they have been trying to land for quite some time with a difficult prospect. And then using some of the tips from those coaching calls, they were finally able to close the deal. I have had clients change their marketing materials because of what they've learned within those coaching calls. I've had clients step out of their shell and start doing more presentations and more public speaking because of the confidence that they got from the content within the course as well as those coaching calls. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you get to that early bird special. And please keep in mind that this is not a recorded course. This is not something that I created years ago that you're just now seeing. This is live. You get me on those calls, you get me in that Facebook forum, and you get personal coaching with me. I am there with you. I am there to answer questions for you. My organizational clients pay thousands and thousands of dollars for me to speak for just 45 minutes or a few hours. You get me for 6 weeks at a steeply discounted price. Influence is really about adaptability, but you can't be adaptable if you are stuck in your own pattern of communication, and you can't be adaptable if you don't know what else is out there to pull from. This course gives you everything that you need to know about reading people, profiling people, adjusting your own communication style, building up an influential strategy for every conversation and every important meeting. The fact that you are here now means that you acknowledge that influence and communication skills is a very important skill set to have. Everybody knows that the higher you climb a corporate ladder, or the higher you climb to success, the more important communication skills becomes. Nobody makes it alone. Nobody climbs their way to the top all by themselves. You will have to constantly recruit people along the way who will help you and support you. The only way that you'll be able to make that happen is if you know your vision, are able to communicate it clearly, and adjust your communication style to be the most influential approach for each and every individual that you need to build into your tribe. I think that's it. I think I've given you just about everything that you need to know about the Building Personal Influence e-course, and I really do hope that you take this opportunity to invest in yourself. Communication is a skill set that you will always need. This is not some fleeting thing. This is not some trend. This isn't the latest, greatest social media craze. This is something that will serve you now and the rest of your life. I'm Shari Alexander. I look forward to seeing you in the Building Personal Influence e-course. And as always, stay connected.